Beautiful, seductive, and captivating young women stride along Riga's ancient cobblestone streets, their hair billowing in the wind with the scent of Latvia's primeval forests, where every smile warms the Baltic sky and every gaze holds an age-old legendary tale. Come lose yourself with me in the wondrous world of this small yet vibrant country and discover 17 fascinating facts that will make you say, wow, again and again. Ready? The adventure begins right now. Number 17. Prime location. VIP table at the Baltic Conference. Latvia is the coolest guy at the Baltic party, standing proudly center stage. To the north, Latvia chats animatedly with Estonia, the elegant friend who walks the runways like a model. These two fashionistas discuss everything from vintage cafes to pristine islands, neither outshining the other. Looking south, Latvia waves cheerfully to Lithuania, the sweet girl with her radiant tulip gardens. This pair is in sync on everything from festival decor to a shared love of sweets. To the east, Latvia faces Russia unflinchingly, that somewhat aloof fellow, with eyes as sharp as Siberian frost. Latvia simply smiles confidently. Even if the weather bites, one style need not cool off. And to the west, the Baltic Sea stretches like a lush green cocktail, cradling soft white sands. Just turn your head, and Latvia offers a luxe seaside view that makes any traveler want to check in at once. Imagine yourself seated at Europe's VIP table, sipping coffee as the sunset reflects on the water. This special vantage point makes Latvia the dream destination that will have you asking, why didn't I come sooner? So what are you waiting for? Let's explore the remaining 16 fascinating facts about this charismatic Baltic nation. Number 16. Latvian language. A millennia-old tongue of magic. Did you know that Latvian isn't just a catchy name, but a hidden magic spell at the heart of Europe? Latvian, the official language of Latvia, belongs to the Baltic family and has endured for over 1,000 years, ancient as a goatskin manuscript penned in the Middle Ages. Picture yourself standing in Riga's old square, inhaling the crisp air, then softly saying, Labdian. Hello. Instantly, you'll feel like a wizard of words, astonishing the locals with your command of one of the world's rarest languages. Only a handful speak it fluently, yet they cherish it as a national treasure. The wonder is that Latvian is as gentle as the Baltic breeze, yet as powerful as the primeval forests. Each word contains the weight of history, culture, and the resilient spirit of a people. So why hesitate? Learn a few basic Latvian phrases. Paldies. Thank you, Elju. Please, and you'll find yourself not just a visitor, but embraced by Latvia like never before. Embark on this 1,000-year-old linguistic journey and let every greeting become a cultural adventure. Number 15. Thrilling history. From independence to freedom, Latvia is like a little phoenix that refused to stay grounded. First, it proudly spread its wings in 1918, declaring, I'm independent now. Then, in a blink, 1940 swept it into the Soviet embrace, like being ghosted by a new love. For 50 years, imagine a century-long theater production. One act featuring the mighty Russian Empire, the next flipping to the renowned German Reich, with the Latvian audience constantly streaming on and off stage. Each day, they held their breath, wondering, is today the Independence Act? Then came the climax in 1990. Peaceful demonstrations, flags unfurled, national anthems ringing out. The finale played with the triumphant whistle of freedom. From that moment on, Latvia stepped into a new chapter. Its independence fee was fully paid, no more installments. So when you wander Riga's old streets today, remember that every cobblestone, every historic facade, whispers the story of a nation's endurance. Battered by invasions, yet steadfast in spirit, ultimately soaring back to its full glory. Latvia's journey from dark days to shining independence stands as living proof of freedom's power. Number 14. Enchanted Forest. Mysteries of folk legends. Imagine yourself lost in a Latvian forest, sunlight filtering through the canopy in undulating ribbons of silk, and suddenly you hear a lilting song, but not from a human. These are the fairy tale melodies about the talking white wagtail, or the forest fairy who shapeshifts into a deer sauntering across the meadow. Here, magic isn't found in books, but is steeped in every folk tune and age-old story. They say that if you play a flute beneath an ancient oak, the spirits of your ancestors will appear and dance among mortals. So why not give it a try? Who knows, you may become the special guest at nature's own mystical banquet. The tales of spirits aren't hair-raisingly grim, but full of poetry and humor. Giant serpent gods winding around lakes, or a fox maiden teasing villagers at night. Each anecdote will not only bring a smile, but also set your imagination soaring, making your journey not merely a sightseeing trip, but a quest to discover your very own protective charm. Number 13. Nature's spellbinding beauty, photo ops guaranteed to explode your likes. Latvia fears no contender when it comes to flaunting its outdoors as an open-air showroom. You'll be awestruck by the endless jade-green beach, its powder-white sand as soft as whipped cream. Each step you take leaves a gentle imprint, like a VIP invitation for the sea to pay you a visit. Just recline on your picnic blanket, lift your phone, and voila, your million-like photo is ready. But the fun doesn't stop at the shore. Follow a narrow trail into the primeval forest, where ancient trees tower like stadium heroes, their trunks cloaked in emerald moss and canopies wide as giant umbrellas. The wind rustles the leaves in whispered symphonies, making you feel as if you've stepped into the set of a sci-fi epic. Touch the bark, and you'll sense nature's lifeblood, so vibrant and powerful it takes your breath away. Turn a corner, and you'll find a mirror-clear lake reflecting the sky and your astonished face. Occasionally, a wild duck paddles by, an unexpected actor that livens up your frame. This is truly a natural infinity pool, free for all to check in. Finally, the boundless meadow stretches like an unending green carpet. The grass undulates over hills, each blade seeming to wave at you, beckoning you into an endless adventure. One snapshot here, and you'll capture a dreamlike panorama and feel like the star of your own European travel film. Number 12. Conquering New Heights, the St. Peter's Church Tower Challenge. In the heart of Old Riga, St. Peter's Church stands tall like a runway supermodel, soaring to 123 meters, enough to have you craning your neck until it aches. But don't be intimidated. Inside you'll find a map marking the Tower Climb Tour, 276 winding spiral steps, each one bringing you closer to the city's gateway to the sky. Along the ascent, you'll pass stained glass windows depicting Peter's journey, then catch sunlight filtering through ornate leaf-patterned tracery, painting the stone floor with kaleidoscopic hues like a Roman stained glass fresco. Who says only birds can enjoy a high-altitude sunset? From the tower's summit, you'll behold Riga laid out like a checkerboard, flaming red rooftops, the serpentine Daugava River, and ancient spires glowing magically in the golden light. But the best part isn't over yet. If fortune favors you, you'll hear the old bells ringing across the city, resounding like a symphony of time itself. Picture yourself soaring above it all, counting each toll with exhilaration and a touch of vertigo. So, how do you survive the St. Peter's conquest? Wear comfy shoes, keep your breathing steady, and have your phone at the ready so you don't miss a single check-in moment. Because after 276 steps, you'll not only have gotten a thrilling stair workout, but also earned a $1 million view you'll be proud to share with the world. Number 11. Art Heritage, where antiquity meets Art Nouveau. Stepping into Old Riga, you'd think you've wandered onto a medieval film set tinged with the fantasy of Art Nouveau. The centuries-old houses stand shoulder to shoulder like a dazzling cast, blazing red tile roofs, windows carved with exquisite motifs, brick walls mottled with warm brown moss accents. A few steps onward along the narrow cobblestone lane, you'll encounter undulating Art Nouveau facades that flow like water, columns curving like gigantic mushrooms, wrought iron balconies gilded to sparkle, and bas-reliefs inspired by nature, from entwined tree roots to petals bursting into bloom. You might even spin around so many times that you can't tell the front from the back. Every street corner is a living painting. A vintage cafe nestles beneath a brick vault, while artisan shops hang soft glow lanterns overhead. Don't forget to look up at the copper chimneys streaked with verdigris, adding an artful grit you won't find anywhere else. Even UNESCO nods in approval. Old Riga is a World Heritage Site because it preserves history while presenting a multi-dimensional architectural masterpiece. Ready your phone, raise it even for half a second, and you'll capture the subtle fusion of old and new. This is true Baltic style, a must-visit for any social media enthusiast. Number 10. Addictive cuisine. Bold Baltic flavors. Think only pizza delivers a bite you'll never forget? Let Latvia's grey peas with bacon prove you wrong. Tender grey peas meld with crisp, smoky bacon bits to lift you to the culinary summit of rustic fare. Each spoonful is a savory symphony melting on your tongue and begging you to say, "One more helping, please." Next up, pierogi, tiny meat-filled buns packing a mighty punch. Their golden, buttery crusts give way to beef and onion seasoned just right in true Baltic fashion. One bite, and the crust's flakiness melds with the rich filling, tempting you to secretly stash the whole batch in your bag. Finally, sklandrausis, the muse of Latvian pastries. Made from whipped potato and purple carrot, it forms a soft, cloud-like shell crowned with subtly sweet carrot jam. The result is sweetness without cloying heaviness and an earthy hint of potato that makes you reach for just one more. If you arrive in Latvia without sampling these 3 stars, you haven't truly been. Prepare your stomach, because this flavor adventure will have you scouting your next eatery before you've even swallowed the last bite. Number 9. Medieval castles, Baltic histories, rock stars. Just lift your eyes and you'll spot Tureta and Chessis castles rising as 13th century superstars on Latvia's red carpet. Tureta, with its dark brown stone walls, lofty watchtower, and surrounding moat, feels like stepping onto a Baltic-style Game of Thrones set. Climb its wooden tower, raise your hand like royalty, gaze over the Gauja Valley, and think, yes, I'm worthy of a crown. Chessis Castle, by contrast, embodies a mysterious princess. Its courtyard paved with red bricks, winding corridors, and stained glass windows casting jeweled light. Stroll between ancient pillars, and you'll hear echoes of the past, hoof beats, clashing armor, that quicken the heartbeat. A must-do photo op is on the stone bridge spanning the wide moat, where your reflection glimmers on the emerald blue water, exuding an aura of legend. Pack comfortable shoes and an adventurous spirit. Latvia's time travel journey into the medieval world awaits you. Number 8. A sea of blossoms. Tulip season illuminates the fields. When spring arrives, Latvia awakens like a sleeping princess donning a cloak of brilliant flowers. Tulip fields stretch to the horizon, interwoven with purple irises, pink carnations, and pristine white lilies, creating a living painting that makes your heart race at first sight. You will feel as if you've entered a maze of colors. Each step forward reveals a new hue, from fiery red like a blazing passion to radiant yellow like early summer sunshine. A gentle breeze ripples through the rows, coaxing the tulips to sway as though flirting with passersby. Don't miss the flower beds in Vermain Park or the outskirts of Lipja, where tulip fashionistas vie for the perfect pose. Just lift your camera and you'll instantly capture an envy-inducing Instagram moment. If you're lucky enough to be here during a flower festival, you'll witness a parade of floats awash in fragrance and color, a true flower paradise that beckons you to return again and again. Number 7. Summer Solstice Feast G. Bonfires, fresh flowers, and folk songs. Only in Latvia can you experience the ultimate traditional summer celebration. G. The Midsummer Festival on June 23-24, when the entire country ignites with ancient dances and blazing fires. You'll see Latvian men proudly wearing wreaths of forest leaves, while the women, like runway models of nature, carry crowns of fresh flowers in every hue. When night falls, all artificial lights yield to colossal bonfires. People gather around the flames, wreaths in hand, singing the folk song PDVG, O Wind, Blow, joining in an age-old circle dance. Just follow along for a step or two, and you'll instantly feel the midsummer sun's energy coursing through every move. Don't be surprised if someone lights a ring of fire around themselves without alarm. That's the tradition to ward off evil spirits and welcome the year's longest daylight. After midnight comes the mysterious wildflower hunt. Whoever finds the designated flower believed to bring luck will enjoy a year of good fortune. G isn't just a festival. It's a sumptuous feast of music, blooms, and fire, awakening every sense so you understand why Latvians cherish light and freedom above all else. Attend once, and you'll mark your calendar each year. Must return to Latvia to light the fire again. Number 6. Enchanting Coastline, White Sands, Azure Waves, and Golden Sun. Latvia proudly boasts over 500 kilometers of coastline, unfurling like a vast silver silk carpet. Beach lovers hear Jurmala and their hearts flutter. Sands as fine and white as powder, emerald blue seas beckoning you to dive in and create endless, picture-perfect moments. Don't forget to rent a sun lounger, sip a cocktail, and let the waves carry your stress away. A short drive northwest brings you to Ventspils, a vintage chic seaside town with a bustling harbor and charming iron bridges. Its beaches are quieter than Jurmala's, offering you exclusive space to kite fly, jog along the shore, or simply lie back and listen to the gentle surf. Both Jurmala and Ventspils serve a host of activities, from wave-riding canoe tours to parasailing above the water, followed by fresh seafood at seaside eateries. In the afternoon, the crimson sunset reflects on the sea, crafting a romantic scene worthy of any love story film. A golden hour photo here is sure to dominate every news feed. Now you've got all the reasons to plan the perfect Latvian beach getaway. The waves are blue, the sands are white, the sun is golden. All that's left is to pack your bag and vanish into the Baltic horizon. Number 5. Mysterious Roman relics, a fortress in the heart of the Baltic. Who would have guessed that Latvia secretly preserves footsteps of the Roman Empire? In the western region, the ruins of a Roman fortress rise like a scene from an adventure film. Sturdy stone walls stained by time, moss-covered bricks hinting at a story from 2,000 years ago. You'll follow a forest trail and suddenly stumble upon a corner of the ancient ramparts, where Roman soldiers once besieged, guarded, and drilled. When the wind whistles through the wall's cracks, you can almost hear the echoes of brass trumpets and the clanking of iron-soled boots. Don't forget to bring binoculars or a telephoto camera lens, because at dusk the ruins are bathed in a magical golden glow that makes your photos look surreal. This is the ultimate check-in spot for history lovers, where Roman antiquity meets Baltic nature, letting you craft your own adventure story. Number 4. Natural beauty secrets, a spa from the deep woods. Latvian women don't need luxury spas because they have the whole forest as their beauty pool. Their number one secret is lavender oil, those dreamy purple flowers growing along the forest edge. A few drops of this essential oil mixed into your moisturizer, applied to the skin, will leave you breathing in a scent as if strolling through Provence, while your face is gently lulled into softness. Next, meet the elixir royal jelly, the superfood made by bees to nourish queen larvae. Latvian women mix royal jelly with pure wild honey, then apply it as a mask for bright, plump skin that glows like morning dew. They don't stop at these two best sellers. They also use birch leaves, wild ginseng roots, and mineral-rich spring foam for baths, steams, and scrubs. Every morning, you might see women leisurely gathering leaves, toasting them in a small pot to steam their faces, an aromatic alternative to morning coffee that wakes you up and makes you smell divine. The fascinating part is these skincare recipes have been passed down through generations, with no artificial chemicals, just pure Latvian terroir ingredients. The result? Firm, radiant skin, minimized wrinkles, and a natural glow that turns every head. Number 3. Festival of Lights. Riga transforms into a winter fairyland. When winter's chill arrives, Riga refuses to sit still and instead explodes in a sea of dazzling lights. Millions of bulbs in every hue, from snowy white like fresh flakes to warm gold like glowing embers, are strung along the cobblestone streets, making you feel as if you're walking through a real-life wonderland. From the cathedral square to the banks of the Daugava, trees and historic buildings don luminous gowns embroidered with light. Street performers amp up the atmosphere with fire dances and laser shows, turning a winter's night from gloomy to as electrifying as a free EDM festival. Stroll beneath glowing arches and catch glimpses of yourself shimmering through hung light strands, as if you've wandered into the galaxy. At Esplanade Park, the pathways are filled with light artworks, color-changing cubes, 3D projections of Latvian folktales, even monuments that pulse in time with music. Laughter, music, and light blend together, making you forget the biting cold. You'll snap hundreds of magical photos to show you've starred in your own winter fantasy film. Riga's Festival of Lights isn't just a destination, it's an invitation to join a dance of stars and flame, where every step shines brilliantly. Number 2. Mythical Forest. A journey among spirits and deer. Prepare yourself, for when you wander into a Latvian forest, the scene resembles a set from a mythic fantasy film. Towering pines stand like knights on guard, their rustling canopy whispering ancestral tales, and shafts of sunlight streaming through the leaves like golden curtains beckoning you into another realm. Locals believe that every deer in these woods carries the soul of an ancestor silently observing strangers. Don't be surprised if you catch a pair of gleaming eyes hiding behind the undergrowth. You may have just been welcomed to a spiritual banquet amid nature. Occasionally, the resonant call of the Eurasian jay echoes like an ancient whisper, urging visitors to respect the forest and remain silent so as not to awaken unseen beings. Exploring Latvia's forests is more than a hike. It's a spiritual adventure. You can pause by a crystal-clear pool, watching the trees reflected like a mirror of time, then feel centuries of living history pulsing beneath your feet. Pack a lightweight backpack, comfortable shoes, and an open heart so that every rustle of leaves, every bird song, every step becomes a legendary chapter of your own making. Number 1. Pristine Islands. Nature's hidden treasures await. Think Latvia is all mainland? Think again. Kurland and other pearls, such as the Daugava Delta, Runu, and Kolka, prove the country boasts unspoiled wilderness without a trace of artifice. On Kurland Island, pine forests hug the shoreline, rippling dunes sway, and tidal mudflats shift. This is like a Baltic safari playground where exotic birds, wolves, and deer roam freely. You'll feel as though you've stepped into the wild, with each footfall unveiling a natural spectacle. Runu, a tiny, secluded isle in the Baltic Sea, is home to only a few residents and an ancient lighthouse guiding passing vessels. Amid meadows of wildflowers, flocks of migratory birds pause to rest, crafting Instagram-perfect scenes that no filter could rival. Meanwhile, Kolka, where the Baltic Sea meets the Gulf of Riga, offers the sensation of two worlds colliding. Waves reminiscent of a mini Pacific Ocean beneath an ethereal Nordic sky. Sit upon its rocky promontory, watch the spray fly, and you'll feel your heart race like the first flush of love. So we've journeyed hand in hand through 17 of Latvia's most captivating highlights. If you've fallen for Latvia as I have, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming adventures. Comment below which fact impressed you most, and share this video so your friends can discover Latvia too. See you on our next journey.